Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-April 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business, right down to work, and start this reading off nice and smooth with an oracle card as usual. So my guide spirit team, talk to me about the lovely Libras out there. What's going on for my friends? And I hope you're all doing well. Let's see, my gods. And yes, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus from the Book of Answers. We were messing around with that last week. It was a lot of fun incorporating it into a reading. So if you have a yes or no question, maybe keep it in mind until the end. And we'll play around with this book when we get there. But let's get this first oracle card out here for the Libras, please. What's going on for them, my guides and spirit team? What's going on for Libra? Thank you. Quick. Okay, yeah, I got this in the Sagittarius reading as well. This could be a burdensome type of energy, very similar to the Ten of Wands. So hopefully you're not going through any tough things right now. But watch your physical vitality before we really break this card down, because there's a lot going on here. If you're new, I will be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's @KyleofCups. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet. But into this card we go. Like I was already saying, this reminds me a lot of the Ten of Wands. So you might feel like you have a lot of weight on your shoulders. Some of you might be struggling with energy issues. So maybe feeling a little zapped, feeling a little bit tired. I always say watch out for your physical health and vitality when a card like this leads off any type of reading. It doesn't matter if you're going through good times, bad times, neutral times. Taking care of yourself could be really highlighted here when we have this card. Also, watch out for any issues with the neck, the back, the spine when this card shows up physically. So pay extra close attention to those areas. Literally, it could just be you or somebody else close to you carrying a lot of weight. Maybe you feel like you're carrying too much of a burden or too much of a situation on your back. Okay, but let's get into tarot. Like I always say, this doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So we're going to get into this. I'll get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. See what's going on for the lovely Libras, because you guys have been having a couple of good weeks readings-wise. What's going on for my friends? And yes, last week's reading was titled Exciting News Incoming, so hopefully you did get some sort of good news. The week before that was a big victory incoming. The week before that was a powerful message, so there's a lot going on around the Libra collective. Hopefully more positive than negative. But you know, energies are always moving and shaking up and down, so we'll see what we have for you this week. Promise I'll give you both sides of the coin. What do we got for Libra? Thank you. All right, Queen of Swords, that could absolutely represent you. Okay, that card does take up a different meaning to me when it's in an air sign reading. Let's get 2 more out here, though. Queen of Swords isn't inherently bad. Sometimes it could be strategic. Sometimes it could be serious. We have the Death card in the center. Some of you might be in the mode of remaking yourself, starting some sort of new cycle or chapter. Let's get 1 more. What do we got for Libra? Okay, thank you. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is good. So matters of the home, matters of work, how you make money could be extra highlighted as well. Libra, it seems like we have a whole bunch of things going on, and we're going to go through it one by one. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. Like I said, it's a mixed bag here. Like, we have a very positive card. We have one that could be kind of seen as serious. But let's go through this. The Queen of Swords, in my style of reading, my simplistic style of reading, this could represent you or something coming towards you. It could be another air sign or an older feminine figure. The Queen of Swords is very stern, honest, shrewd. So this could be spirit asking you to step into that energy. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. This Queen of Swords is serious. So it could be serious types of situations or talks. We'll just have to see when we clarify it. But she is also strategic, very similar to the King of Swords. Now, moving to the center, we have the Death card. This is an extremely powerful type of card. This could represent a Scorpio. Maybe you have Scorpio placements. But when the Death card is here, if you're new to tarot, don't be afraid of it. It's not literal death or anything like that. It's more about transformation, remaking yourselves. A lot of you might be in that mode where you want to change something about yourself. You want to reimagine yourself in some kind of way. This can also speak about karmic cycles, different cycles of life, things ending, things beginning, that constant wheel that we're all on. But we'll just have to see if this is karmic when we clarify, because the Death card could be. But moving to the very back end, we have the Ten of Pentacles, one of the most positive cards in the whole entire tarot deck. I love it whenever it shows up. Now, this could speak about matters of the family, matters of the home. So whether good or bad, those things could be highlighted right now. The Ten of Pentacles, to me, could be an influx of money. So some of you might be experiencing something in regards to money or work or how you earn, but usually it is super abundant. So I like this. This bodes well. We do need to pull a lot more detail out of this, but I love when the Ten of Pentacles shows up in any type of reading because it's stable in its ways. It's not volatile at all. So with all that being said, Libra, we're going to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here for my Libra friends, please, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the lovely Libras out there? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Queen of Swords. And as always, I'd like to invite you to play along. That's why this box is here, whether you know how to read cards or you're just trying to learn. If there's any messages you're feeling from this spread, I'd love to hear your interpretation. So just drop it down below for the Libra Collective. It might help somebody out, and I don't mind at all. So let's see what's up. Why is this Queen of Swords here for Libra? Thank you. Okay, yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. So hopefully none of you are experiencing money issues or have been in the very recent past. For a portion of you, that could absolutely be it. And it was also giving me the vibe of somebody possibly recoiling, okay? I feel like it's one of the other. Now, obviously, it could be other things. Maybe you feel like there's certain situations where things don't seem equal, things don't seem fair. But the main intuitive vibes I'm catching here is just, this is somebody who might have been having tumultuous issues in regards to money. So let's see how it turns out as we get to the very back end. Could be issues in the workplace, issues in how you earn. But another portion of you, I do feel like either you could be withdrawing or there's someone in your circle you might feel is like pulling back or withdrawing a little bit. It's an interesting vibe because usually the Six of Pentacles is very giving, open, easy flowing. It's showing up here in reverse, okay? So hopefully it's not a situation you don't think is equal. Maybe there is something you feel like is unbalanced and needs to be rectified. We're going to keep it moving, though. I'm not going to get too hung up on that. It is what it is. Let's see what's going on. Depending on what shows up under this Death card, it might be some sort of serious issue that you might be going through as well. Hopefully that's not it, because I'm getting a lot of things off this Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Hopefully it's not a serious issue. Why is Death here, though? Thank you. All right, that's fine. Yeah, things will get better. Things will improve with the Four of Wands, the 1111 card right under the Death card. Things will stabilize. Things will get better. If things have been rough and tumultuous and up and down and sideways and all around, things could start hitting a much more mellow pathway here. Now, for another portion of you, this could be some sort of like communication from spirit trying to speak to you literally through number signs, synchronicities. I got a very similar thing in the Gemini reading. So this could be some sort of karmic omen from spirit saying like, hey, listen, you're about to be done with this cycle. Prepare for the next one. So they might be trying to lead you down a very specific path. So watch out for the number signs, the synchronicities, the powerful, vivid dreams. Those could all be ramped up in this time. But usually this is very celebratory. So this is telling me whatever new karmic cycle, whatever new thing is coming up could be very beneficial for you. Okay, now obviously there's tons of Libras going through a lot of different things. But if things have been volatile, things could settle down here. Okay, this feels good to me with the Four of Wands. It's just celebratory. Okay, so if things have been feeling off or unbalanced, let's go in on this Ten of Pentacles and we'll see what's up. For some reason, there's been a recent tie to the earthly for the Libra readings. But let's go in on that Ten of Pentacles, then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the Book of Answers. So why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Thank you. The World. So this is all about cycles, just like what I was saying. Okay. The World can be about a cycle closing. Once again, the karmic cycles of life, very similar to the Death card. In the Major Arcana, the Fool card is the first one. The World card is the last one. So that's the end of the Fool's journey. when we link it up with this 10 of Cups, and I know I saw it for you about a month ago, where there was highlighted some sort of ending or some sort of cycle coming to a close here. For some of you, once again, it is that big focus on the material world, material assets. So hopefully this is a big boost to that. Whether it is your job, whether it is how you earn your money, you could be moving into something more prosperous. But for some of you, you might just be watching this for relationships or your own personal mental well-being. And that's fine. But the world isn't a bad card. It's very spiritual. It's very karmic in nature. It's extremely dense. And under a good card like this 10 of Pentacles, it's just more reassurance that everything will be fine, everything will be okay. This is something that I would be happy to receive in a personal reading as well, to be honest with you. But the way this is stacking up, Libra, it's not too rough. You might feel a little off kilter in this time with this first part, but the two karmic alignments that we have going on are powerful, and it's just saying that you're going to be moving into a better time. Now, yes, life isn't constantly good. Life isn't constantly bad. It's all about change and adapting to it. But let's go through. I'll give you some of these. I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the Book of Answers. In position number 1, if you kindly look in the box, we have the Queen of Swords, which could represent you, and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Like I said, you might be personally feeling a little off kilter. Maybe you're going through some monetary issues at the moment. I feel like that is fleeting. That's not going to continue for much longer. Some of you might feel like something is just a little off, something's a little askew, but it could also be somebody retreating. Maybe you feel like you're pulling back. Maybe you feel like somebody else is retreating in a way. That's kind of how it feels to me. But moving to the center, we have the Death card with the 4 of Wands in the upright. Like I said, watch out for the number signs, the synchronicities, the omens, the dreams. Spirit could be trying to talk to you. It's saying the next cycle you're moving into looks absolutely beautiful. So we have endings and beginnings here, all meshed into this spread, just like we saw a few weeks ago. On the back end, the 10 of Pentacles with the World in the upright. This could be a huge boost to your worldly assets and gains. Very nice. Or once again, it's saying the whole next cycle from front to back looks very, very good and promising. So I would feel really good about this. There's a lot of spirituality. There's a lot of karmic energy here. It's a powerful reading, which falls in line with what I've been getting for Libra readings in recent weeks. So please take a screenshot of that if you'd like. I know I was simplifying the messages quite a bit, but there's a lot here if you want to deconstruct it further. And we're going to pull you a page from the Book of Answers. Like I said, we've been having a lot of fun with this. So think of a yes or no question right now. This is another form of divination. It's a thick book packed with different yes or no answers. And we're going to see what Libra needs to know. And the way we do it is we flick through the pages, and I just use my intuition to pick one. What is Libra's answer? What is Libra's answer? So think of your question, and even if it doesn't answer your question, I'll try to give you some pearls of wisdom out of it. Thank you. Allow yourself to rest first is your answer. Now, I just want to bring your attention, Libra, back to the very, very beginning of this reading as I put this book down right here. Allow yourself to rest first. Now, I don't know if that answers the exact question you just had, but remember the 10 of Wands. Are you being too hard on yourself? Are you taking on too much? Are you putting too much on your shoulders? Allowing yourself to recuperate, mind, body, and soul was important in the very beginning of this spread. And it's showing up here to close it off as well. So if this doesn't resonate with the exact question you asked, allowing yourself to rest is important for all of those layers of the self. For the mind, letting the mind rest, letting the soul rest, letting the body rest. So healing could be very important in this time. So do with that what you will, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. For the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Everyday Witch Tarot. This is the deck that you see in my thumbnails. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card you associate yourself with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.